Lesson 11 History Part 1. Do you like history? To be honest, I don't like that. Although I know history knowledge is a great importance, I still feel monotonous when I read a history book or learn this subject. However, I'm really keen on watching history film because it has a vivid image. Do you think it's important to study history? I think yes, of course. I think it's citizens should understand history of their country. Um, for me, when I learn this subject, I stand a chance to understand about the hardship and sacrifice that my predecessor has to undergo. In turns, I need to treasure for current day. Where do you study history? Uh, well, I learned this subject when I learned this subject when I was a student. My school uh, organized us to go to the museum to study about history once or two, one or twice a year. Also, uh, I am keen on watching history film because it has a vivid immersion. How did you learn about history when you were a child? Well, when I started learn this subject when I was in grade 4. At first, I feel fascinating. Um, However, lastly, I feel monotonous because the way weak teacher taught me uh, is bad. She just read um, the information and introduction from book. So I have to jot them down in my notebook. However, moreover, I think that this subject has many needs to remember detail, and I don't like that. Do you like history when you were young? I don't think so. When I was a student at high school, I take a class specializing for uh, um, science. Uh, we don't pay attention history subject. Uh, Moreover, the this history subject has to many needs to remember detail, so I always feel monotonous when I learn this subject. Have have you ever watched history film? Yes, of course. I am particular liking for his story film because it has realistic and vivid image. Uh, so I watched watched the, many film about Vietnam girls. Do you like Do you like TV programs about history? Um, yes, of course. I think uh, watching TV program is much more interesting than reading history because when I watch TV program, uh, it has more vivid and realistic image. I often uh, watch TV program about uh, the Vietnam War. When was the last time you read? When was the last time you read about history? Uh, the last time I uh, read this subject when uh, a few days ago because I have final exam about this subject. Uh, so uh, I need to study uh, many knowledge about this subject.